Have you ever thought about like when you were a kid and you fell and you scraped your knee and it hurt really fucking bad and you cried? Maybe you cried for 10 minutes. You fell and you hurt yourself really bad, like you were 4 or 5 or something, and you cried and it sucked, and you might not even remember how bad it was, but it was really bad. Just think about like your little brother or your little nephew or whatever, like whoever young children, right? When they fall down, it's a huge deal. Even if they just barely bonked their head or whatever, it's like, whoa, fuck. Oh, like you can tell when they're in real pain too. But that pain is so scary to them that they're like, whoa, and they're freaking the fuck out. They don't know what to do. It's this huge ordeal, right? And then you think, like, okay, what changes like when you get to adulthood where, like, if I bump my knee or whatever, yeah, it's gonna hurt, but I'm not like crying, and I'm not like it's not a thing that lasts for very long. It hurts and it's like, ow, that sucks. But then your mind kind of goes on, right? It moves on from that because it's like, I've experienced that before, whatever. It's there, but like, what am I going to do? Just sit and cry about it? Like, that's not going to make it go away. It's going to go away here in like 60 seconds or whatever. It's not even worth thinking about, right? Your mind's just on to the next thing. My point is, you can learn to do that with any pain, but also, like, more importantly, like, to nail home first is that, like, that's not just physical pain. You do that with all types of pain, emotional and mental pain as well. So like, if you when you're a kid and you have the emotional pain of um getting bullied, you know that is so painful and so hurtful at the time, and it sometimes can like consume your whole world, and it's like you don't know how you're going to get out of it. Your peers are bullying you, and man, or your friend group, like maybe you're the kid that gets picked on in your friend group, and you don't know how to get out, and it's this huge world problem. It's like your whole world is melting down because you can't solve this problem, right? And then you get to a certain point where you've dealt with that enough, and you now like just have ways of dealing with that. Like, it's just a thing that will happen sometimes, like if you're around the right or the wrong people in this case, that stuff will just happen. So like, you learn of ways to cope with it, or you're a victim for your whole life, right? And you're that guy that gets bullied, and people see you and you're the target, and you get bullied, and you never developed any kind of armor or any kind of defense or counterattack to getting bullied. But most people, I'd say, get bullied at some point and develop a way to um, deal with it. Whether that is like fighting back, countering, insulting the bully, or like bullying them, uh, or it's like developing a mental strength of, your words don't have power over me, or other examples. I'm not sure what else, but um, most people develop these things, right? So like, that's an example of mental pain that or emotional pain that was a big deal, and now it's not so big of a deal. So what's the difference is the question. Like, you could say maturity, right? That's definitely part of it, for sure. You are growing and learning that the pain is not as serious as you thought it was. At one point, it was a big thing, and now it's a much smaller thing. So what I'm trying to get down to is that the idea that pain is not suffering, right? Pain and suffering are different ideas. That's why they're different words, right? If they were the same thing, then there would be no reason for the different words, right? I guess you could argue synonyms. But anyway, pain, you might have heard this before. Pain or suffering is pain times or multiplied by resistance. And like, think about it as an actual math equation, because the multiply is important. It's not pain plus resistance, it's pain multiplied by resistance. And what do you get when you multiply by 0? Right. So if you want your suffering total of the equation to equal 0, you have the pain, it's given. You will have pain in life. That's a given variable. That will be a non-zero factor. So the only thing that you can control in this equation is the resistance. in that equation. The pain times the resistance equals the suffering. So you can't control the pain. The pain's happening to you. You can control the resistance. So what I mean by that is how you relate to the pain. So back to our analogy in the beginning with the kid, right? He fell and scraped his knee. All he can think about is the pain. All he knows to think about is the pain. He's used to feeling happy and joyful and pain-free, and now this is supremely painful to him, and it's all he can think about. And he thinks that wallowing and crying and getting sympathy is the best route for him to solve this pain, because he's confused. He doesn't know how to fix it, and it's scary to him. But older you has been through the pain enough. It's the same pain, right? You guys trip and fall and you skin your knee in the same exact way. You're not going to react like the 4-year-old, right? You're not going to sit there and need mommy to soothe it and kiss it and be crying for 30 minutes on and off, and maybe need me to like go to nap time or whatever, right? Like the pain is different to you because of how you interpret it. It's the same exact pain. All the same signals are being sent to your brain. Like the same exact scrape happened, the same depth and everything, but you're handling it better because of your perspective of it. You've dealt with the pain before, and you know that it's not world ending. It's not going to kill you. And also worrying does not help it. So you have all this wisdom of past experiences of pain that help you deal with it. So you can reframe any pain, any kind of suffering you're dealing with now, and be like, okay, so this is pain that I'm dealing with. And if I stop resisting it, if I stop resisting the pain, if I just go with it and say, yes, I'm dealing with this pain, but what else? Like, what else is there? I could not have this pain, or maybe it's something that is just absolutely happening to you, and you can't, like, it's a situation you're in, and you can't escape it. You're doing your best, but right now you cannot escape this pain. So what is it helping you to resist that pain that is inevitable for you at this moment? It's not helping you, right? If you were to go with the pain and say, yes, this is part of my existence at the moment, I don't have to resist it. I need to learn to love it. I need to learn to accept it and just integrate it, right? And make it a part of me. Then it's your friend. It's not hurting you. It's not causing you suffering. It's just there. It's just in the background. It's just part of you. It's just, yeah, that's going on. That's part of the thing. But also this is part of the thing. That's part of the thing. Your happiness, your excitement, your adventurousness, and like all this stuff. Like all your other emotions are happening too. You don't have to focus on the pain. The pain is happening. And you just integrate it. I don't know why I keep saying it like that, and put it in your back pocket. And it's mine. I own it. I'm not being affected by it. I'm not being whipped by it. It's just mine. A good way of accepting or of thinking about this is the gym. Whether you go to the gym or not, you understand the process of it, right? You go, and then you voluntarily put your body through pain, right? I heard someone say that the gym is voluntary suffering, but it doesn't have to be suffering, right? Suffering is different than pain. It's voluntary pain for sure, because you're going there and the goal is to feel a specific burn, a specific kind of pain in a specific area, a specific muscle. So you're literally going after pain. But think about that for a second. Like if your mindset is in that, like, oh, pain, bad, pain, no good, pain, bad, right? Then the gym is bad. Then you won't go to the gym. You won't want to go to the gym, right? But you know that the gym is good. So that's contradictory. So you know that some pain can be good. So if some pain can be good and it's all about your perspective, then any pain can be good and any pain can be bad. It's all about your perspective, right? So you do not have to suffer any pain. And once you come to that realization, like I haven't fully, like, it's not like I don't feel pain, but like just the more you understand that, like, or I don't suffer pain, right? The more you understand that, though, the less pain you suffer, right? Because you're just resisting it less. That maybe your resistance was at 2, your pain was at 28.7, and your resistance was at 2.2. And then now you're aware of that whole equation, and you're like, okay, well, I can drop my, like, easily just being aware of the equation drops my resistance from 2.2 to 1.7. And then just constant daily reminders of this principle, and just understanding that, oh, okay, the pain is there, but I don't have to suffer it. I just have to acknowledge it and accept it. And the more I do that, the less it suffers, the less it pains me, the less it's relevant to me. The more you just remind yourself of that, that resistance number just goes down and down and down until some things are at zero resistance. So if you think about it, you can interpret, like using the examples I said before, you can interpret anything in life as painful or not painful, right? So using that logic, you can interpret the things that you already do without pain that you don't see as painful. That could be a thing that you do as pain that is painful, right? Everything is painful. Everything can be viewed as painful. So view it as painful, but you have your resistance at zero. You're just doing that thing, but your resistance is zero. Think about it. Like, what is a thing that you do effortlessly, but you do it? Like, that, like, okay, maybe like, this isn't the case for me. I have to put effort into this, but maybe you brush your teeth every morning, and it's just the thing that you, like, you wouldn't consider not brushing your teeth, right? Like, I, for years, suffered brushing my teeth. Like, I'm brushing my teeth and I'm like, ah, or I'm thinking about it and I'm like, God, I have to brush my teeth before my bedtime, and I'm sitting there for hours like, fuck, I want to go to bed, but then I have to, oh my car turned off because it's actually off, but I'm sitting there lamenting the fact that I have to brush my teeth and it's like 2 minutes. But, like, the point is, to you, that's not painful. And do you know why? Do not resist it. It's just a thing that you do. It's just the thing that you do in the morning. Like, you wake up and you brush your teeth, or you wake up and you fucking jerk off, whatever. Like, jerking off can be painful too. It's an emotional, like, you're the end of it is like a fucking emotional dump. But you get up and you do it because you don't resist it. It's like, oh yeah, I want to jerk off. You know what I'm saying? Or, that's not a super great example, but I'm saying, like, the brushing teeth is a good one. Like, there are things that you do that you don't even think about, that some people suffer, and that you could suffer in, like, you definitely could. It's an option, but you don't, because you don't resist it at all. It's not a resistance in your mind, so you do not feel any suffering. The more you resist anything, the more suffering you feel. And, like, the more you understand that, like, the more it makes sense. Like, that's kind of a simple thing, honestly, the more you say it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much, like, the idea. So that's the video. Day 2 of daily uploads. It's April 8th, Wednesday, the end of my work week. And yeah, it feels good. It feels good to be doing the thing. I literally had a moment yesterday where I high-fived myself in the mirror, not like slam the mirror or anything, but, like, genuinely had that moment where, you know, you hear, like, I heard in a podcast, like, several times in, like, clips of motivational speeches and stuff, like, high five yourself whenever you see yourself in the mirror. Like, just, you know, give yourself that positive, like, you're doing a good job kind of thing. And, you know, I tried that for a while and it didn't ever feel genuine. And yesterday, you know, I just had the urge and it just felt right. Like, it felt good. And then I did it and I was like, yeah, you deserve that. Like, it was real. Like, even though I was doing shit before that I was proud of, it just, I couldn't take it seriously enough to be like, yeah, high five. But, like, actually taking the step and uploading this video that yesterday, that, well, I will also say, like, once I started watching the video that I recorded, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna upload this. I'm not gonna upload this. I'm just gonna have to clip something else from something else I've recorded and upload that tonight, because I said I'm gonna upload something. But then I just kept watching and I got better at saying whatever I was trying to say, even though it wasn't perfect. And I just cut out the starting bit and uploaded that bitch. So it just felt really good to be like, yes, we're taking a step. These steps are not as hard as you thought, and just look at the next one. Like, keep your head down, look at your next step, fucking move forward. So yeah. About to go hit legs, and then it's 9:02 p.m. so super late day. I had fucking crazy traffic getting to my first stop because there was a wreck on the highway that closed down like 4 of the 5 lanes. So it took an hour to move a mile to get to my exit. So that sucked, but is what it is. Got some more extra hours today. Made a little bit extra money. Gonna go ahead, legs, like I said, go home, shower, eat dinner, and then probably go straight to bed because I gotta get up in the morning, run, and fucking just get after it, bro. We got shit to do. So see you tomorrow.